Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be an amazing day, and here's why. Because today, all you have to do is just be yourself. But also confident, that's important and interesting, easy to talk to, approachable, mostly just be yourself. That's the biggest number one. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Also, don't worry about whether your hands are going to get sweaty for no reason, and you can't make it stop no matter what you do, because they're not going to get sweaty. So I don't know why I'm bringing it up, because it's not going to happen, because you're just, all you have to do is be yourself. I'm not even going to worry about it though, because seriously, it's not going to be like that time you had the perfect chance to introduce yourself to Zoe Murphy at the jazz band concert last year, where you waited afterwards to talk to her and tell her how good she was, and you were going to pretend to be super casual, like you didn't even know her name, like she would introduce herself and you'd be like, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Chloe? You said your name was Chloe, and she'd be like, no, it's Zoe, I said Zoe, and you'd be like, oh, see, I thought you said Chloe, because I'm very busy with other stuff right now. But then you didn't end up saying anything to her anyway, because you were scared that your hands were sweaty, which they weren't that sweaty, until you started worrying they were sweaty, which just made them sweaty. So then you put them on the hand dryer in the bathroom, but then they were still sweaty. They were just very warm now as well.
So you just decided not to eat last night?
Oh, I wasn't hungry.
You're a senior in high school, Evan. You need to be able to order dinner for yourself if I'm at work. You can do it all online now. You don't have to talk to anyone on the phone. I know you don't like the phone.
Okay, but see, that's not true. Actually, you have to talk to the delivery person when they come to the door, then they have to make change. You have to stand there while it's silent. They're counting.
This is what you're supposed to be working on, Evan, with Dr. Sherman. Talking to people, engaging with people, not running away from people.
You're right. I'm going to be a lot better.
No, I know you are, and that's why I made an appointment with Dr. Sherman for this afternoon. I'll pick you up right after school.
I already have an appointment next week.
And I thought maybe you could do something a little sooner. Have you been writing those letters he wants you to do? The letters to yourself, the pep talks? Dear Evan Hansen, this is going to be a good day, and here's why. Have you been doing those?
I started writing one. I'll finish it at school.
Those letters are important, honey. They're going to help you build your confidence, you know? Seize the day!
I guess!
I don't want another year of you sitting at home on a computer every Friday night telling me you have no friends.
Neither do I.
Can we try to have an optimistic outlook? Can we buck up just enough to see the world won't fall apart? Maybe this year we decide we're not giving up before we've tried. This year we make a new start. Hey, I know. You can go around and ask the other kids to sign your cast. How about that? That would be the perfect icebreaker, wouldn't it?
Perfect.
I'm proud of you already.
Oh, good!
Another stellar conversation for the scrapbook. Another stumble as I'm reaching for the right thing to say. Well, I'm kind of coming up empty, can't find my way to you. Does anybody have a map? Anybody maybe happen to know how the hell to do this? I don't know if you can tell, but this is me just pretending to know. So where's the map? I need a clue, 'cause the scary truth is I'm flying blind and I'm making this up as I go.
It's your senior year, Connor. You are not missing the first day.
I already said I'd go tomorrow. I'm trying to find a compromise here.
Are you going to get involved here, or are you too busy with your email, Larry?
Well, you have to go to school, Connor.
That's all you're going to say.
What do you want me to say? He doesn't listen. Look at him, he's not listening. He's probably high.
He's definitely high.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't need you picking at your brother right now. That is not constructive.
Are you kidding?
Besides, he is not high. I don't want you going to school high, Connor. We have talked about this.
Perfect. So then I won't go. Thanks, Mom.
Another masterful attempt ends with disaster.
Yes, he's already jammed.
Or another cup of coffee. Watch it all crash and burn.
Connor, finish the bill.
It's a puzzle. It's a maze. I try to steer through it amazing. 3 internships and 90 hours of community service. I know, wow.
Yeah, that's really
And even though I was so busy, I still made some great friends. Or, well, acquaintances. More like.
Do you want to maybe, I don't know where you're, do you want to sign my cast?
Oh my god, what happened to your arm?
Oh, well, I broke it. I was climbing a tree.
Oh, really? My grandma broke her hip getting into the bathtub in July. That was the beginning of the end, the doctor said. Because then she died. Happy first day.
Is it weird to be the first person in history to break your arm from jerking off too much, or do you consider that an honor?
I wasn't doing that.
Paint me the picture. You're in your bedroom, you've got Zoe Murphy's Instagram up on a weird off-brand selfie.
So what happened, obviously, I was climbing a tree and I fell.
You fell out of a tree? What are you, like an acorn?
I don't know if you know this, but I worked this summer as an apprentice park ranger at Ellison State Park. I'm sort of a tree expert now. Not to brag, but anyway, I tried to climb this 40-foot tall oak tree.
And then you fell.
Well, except it's a funny story because there was this solid 10 minutes after I fell and I just lay there on the ground waiting for someone to come get me. I kept saying to myself, any second now, here they come.
Did they?
No, nobody came. That's what's funny.
Jesus Christ.
Well, what did you do for them? I'm sorry, you had a good summer?
Well, my bunk dominated in Capture the Flag, and I got the second base below the bra with this girl from Israel who's like going to be in the army, so yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Do you want to sign my cast?
Why are you asking me?
Well, just, I felt because we're friends.
Whoa, we're family friends. That's like a whole different thing, and you know it. Hey, tell your mom to tell my mom that I was nice to you, or else my parents won't pay for my car insurance.
I will.
Oh, hey, Connor. Oh, loving the new hair length. Very troubled teen chic. I was kidding. It was a joke.
Yeah, no, it was funny. I'm laughing. Can you tell? Am I not laughing hard enough for you?
You're such a freak.
What the fuck are you laughing at?
What?
Stop fucking laughing at me!
I am not.
You think I'm a freak?
No, I
I'm
don't.
not the freak.
I wasn't a freak. I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I leave the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun, cause you learn. On the outside, always looking like, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I'm trying to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear. While then watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving at me?
Hey, I'm sorry about my brother. I saw him push you. He's a psychopath. Evan, right?
Evan!
That's your name.
Oh yeah, Evan, it's Evan, sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Well, just because you said Evan and then I repeated it, which is just it's so annoying when people do that.
I'm so...
Yes, no, I know. No, just, I see you play guitar in jazz band. I love jazz band. I love jazz, not all jazz, but definitely jazz band jazz. That's so weird, I'm sorry.
You apologize a lot.
I'm sorry. Or you know what I mean.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.
You don't
Bye.
understand my... What did you say?
I didn't say anything. You said something.
No, me? No way! And Jose...
Okay. Jose.
We started stars in our eyes. Start believing that we belong. And every sun doesn't rise. And no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun. really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Did I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, but I'll never be more than I've always been. On top, it all up. Wave it through the window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear. While I watch and be pass. Wave it through the window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving?
Shit, honey, I know I said I'd pick you up for your appointment. I'm stuck at work. Erica called and we flew in on the only other nurse's aide on today, so I volunteered to pick up her shift.
It's fine.
It's just they announced more budget cuts this morning, so anything I can do to show that I'm, a team player.
It's fine, Mom. I'll take the bus.
Perfect, that's perfect. Oh, and I gotta go straight from here to class, so I won't go home until late again. Did you write one of those letters yet? Dr. Sherman's expecting you to have one. Do you reckon Hansen's? It's gonna be a good day, and here's why.
Yeah, no, I already finished writing it. I'm in the computer lab right now, printing it out.
I hope it was a good day, honey.
It was... Yeah, it was really great.
Oh, great! Well, I hope it's the beginning of a great year. I think we both could use one of those, huh? Oh, shit. I have to run. Bye. I love you.
Bye. Dear Evan Hansen, it turns out this wasn't an amazing day after all. This isn't going to be an amazing week or an amazing year because why wouldn't it be? Oh, I know, because there's Zoe and all my hope is pinned on Zoe, who I don't even know, who doesn't know me. Maybe if I did. Maybe if I could just talk to her, then maybe nothing would be different at all. I wish that everything was different. I wish I was a part of something. I wish that anything I said mattered to anyone. I mean, basically, would anybody even notice if I disappeared tomorrow? Sincerely, your best and most dearest friend, me. When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound?
So, what happened to your arm?
Oh, I fell out of a tree. Actually.
Fell out of a tree. Well, that is just the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard. Oh my god.
I know.
No one signed your cast.
No, I know.
Well, I'll sign it.
Oh, you don't have to.
You have a Sharpie? Sorry.
Oh, great.
Now we can both pretend we have friends.
Good point.
Is this yours? Found it on the printer. Dear Evan Hansen, that is your name, right?
That's just a stupid, it's a paper I have to write for an assignment.
Wait, is there Zoe? This is about my sister?
No, not at all.
You wrote this so that I would find it?
What?
You saw that I was the only person in the computer lab, so you wrote this and you printed it out so that I would find it.
Why would I do that?
So I would read some creepy shit you wrote about my sister and freak out, right? And you can tell everyone I'm crazy, right?
I don't even want to. I need that back. Please, can you please give it back?
A letter to yourself? What the crap does that even mean? It's like some sort of sex thing?
No, it's not a sex thing. It was an assignment.
Why are you talking to me about this?
I didn't know who else to talk to. You're my only family friend.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do. He stole a letter from me 3 days ago, and then he hasn't been at school since.
Ooh, that does not bode well for you.
What is he going to do with it?
Who knows? Connor Murphy is batshit out of his mind. Remember he threw a printer out at Mrs. G in 2nd grade? Because he didn't get to be line leader that
Do
day?
you think he's going to show the letter to other people?
He's going to ruin your life with it, for sure. I mean, I would.
On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window.
Good morning. Is Mr. Howard? Just sorry, they said on the loudspeaker for me to go to the principal's office.
Mr. Howard, he stepped out.
Oh,
We wanted to speak to you in private, if you would like to, maybe. We're Connor's parents.
oh.
Why don't you go ahead, honey? And
I'm going as fast as I can.
that's not what I said, is it?
This is Connor. He wanted you to have this.
So we never heard your name before, Connor, never. But then we saw dear Evan Hansen.
He gave this to you.
Yeah, we didn't know you two were friends.
Friends.
Well, we didn't think Connor had any friends. Then we see this note, and this seems to suggest pretty clearly that you and Connor were, or at least for Connor, he thought of you. I mean, it's right there. Dear Evan Hansen, it's addressed to you. He wrote it to you.
You think that Connor wrote this to me?
These are the words he wanted to share with you.
His last word.
This is what he wanted you to have.
I'm sorry, what do you mean last words?
Connor took his own life.
What?
Yeah, this is all we found with him. He had it folded up in his pocket. You can see that he wanted to explain it why he was. I wish everything was different. I wish I were part of something. I wish what I said
Please
mattered
stop
to
it now.
anyone.
I'm sorry, Connor didn't write this.
What does that mean?
He didn't. Connor didn't write this.
What does he
He's
mean?
obviously in shock.
No, he
It's
didn't.
right here.
I'm sorry, but I should probably just, can I
If
please
this
go
isn't-
now?
if Connor
I
didn't
should
write
go
this,
now.
did he
Please
say
calm
anything to you?
down.
Did you see
I really
anything?
should go.
This is not the time.
This is all we have.
Honey,
This is
listen,
the only
listen to
thing
me.
we have
Please,
left.
would you just-
Cynthia.
You should take it. Please.
Larry,
What?
look, his cast. His best and most dearest friend.
Holy shit.
I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything.
Holy fucking
They
shit.
invited me for dinner. They want to know more stuff about Connor and me, about our friendship.
Still can't believe the terrible news about Connor Murphy.
What are you gonna tell them?
I mean, the truth.
I wouldn't say that we were friends exactly, more like acquaintances.
The truth, really. You're gonna go to the Murphy's house and explain that the only thing they have left of their son is some weird sex letter that you wrote to yourself.
We were in chemistry together, I'm pretty sure.
You know you could go to jail for this if you get caught.
But I didn't do anything.
He was in my English class in 10th grade. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I hate to tell you this, Evan, but you may have already perjured yourself.
Isn't that only when you're under oath, like in a courtroom?
Well, weren't you under oath, in a way?
No.
Yeah, he was definitely in my English class.
Look, do you want to listen to me, or do you want to have another meltdown? Like last year in English when you were supposed to give that speech about Daisy Buchanan, but instead you just stood there staring at your note card saying, over and over again like you were having a brain aneurysm.
What do you expect me to do? Just keep lying?
I didn't say a lie, just... to do is just nod and confirm. Whatever they say about Connor, you just nod your head and say, yeah, that's true. Don't contradict and don't make shit up. It's foolproof. Literally nothing I tell my parents is true, and they have no idea.
3 days ago, Connor Murphy was here, and now he's gone.
They were so sad. His parents, his mom was just never seen anyone so sad before.
Well, good thing you're about to tell her the truth about your sex letter. I'm sure it will cheer her right up.
If Connor meant something to you, please retweet or private message me if you just want to talk. At times like these, we could all use a friend.
Would anyone else like some more chicken?
I think you're the only one with an appetite, Barry.
The Harrises brought it over.
Did Connor tell you about the Harrises? We used to go skiing together. Our families.
Connor loved skiing.
Connor hated skiing.
Well, right, that's what I meant. Connor loved talking about how much he hated skiing.
So you guys hung out a lot?
Pretty much.
Where?
Oh, you mean like, where did we, well, we mostly hung out at my house. I mean, sometimes we would come to his house if nobody else was here. We would email a lot though, mostly, so we wouldn't have to, didn't always hang out in person, you know?
We looked through his emails. There aren't any from you.
Well, no, of course, yeah, I mean, that's because he had a different account, a secret account. I should have said that before, that was probably very confusing.
Why was it secret?
Just so that no one else could, it was more private, I guess, that way.
He knew you read his emails.
Well, somebody had to be the bad guy.
The weird thing is, the only time I ever saw you and my brother together was when he shoved you at school last week. He shoved you?
I tripped.
I was there. I saw the whole thing. He pushed you. Hard.
Oh, I remember now, that was a misunderstanding, because the thing was, he didn't want us to talk at school, and I tried to talk to him at school. It wasn't that big a thing, it was my fault.
Why did he want you to talk to him at school?
He didn't really want people to know that we were friends. I guess he was embarrassed a little.
Why would he be embarrassed?
Well, I guess because he thought I was sort of, you know...
A nerd?
So,
Isn't that what you meant?
A loser? I was going to say actually, but nerd works too.
That wasn't very nice. Well, Connor wasn't very nice, so that makes sense. Connor was he was a complicated person. No, Connor was a bad person. There's a difference.
he's always pleased.
Don't pretend like you don't appreciate. You refuse to remember any of the good things.
Because
You
there were
refuse
no
to see
good
the
things.
What were the good
So-
things?
I didn't want to have this conversation in front of
Oh,
her.
yes. What were the good things, Mom? Tell me. There were good
I
things.
remember a lot of good things about Connor. Never mind, I shouldn't have. I'm sorry, never mind.
No, Evan, you were saying something.
It doesn't matter, really.
We want to hear what you have to say. Please.
Well, I was just... Connor and I, we had a really great time together. This one day, recently, that's something good that I remember about Connor. That's what I keep thinking about. That day at the apples place. Anyway, it's new and stupid. I don't know who brought it up.
He took you to the orchard?
Yes, he did. Once, it was just that once. He said the apples there weren't the best.
Well, I thought that place closed years ago.
Exactly, which is why we were so bummed when we got there, because it was completely, it's totally closed down now.
We used to go to the orchard all the time. We do picnics out there. Remember that, Zoe? Yeah, I do. You and Connor had that little toy plane you fly until you flew it into the creek.
Well, that was an emergency landing.
I can't believe he took you there. I bet that was fun. I bet you too. Well, I bet you had fun.
We did. The whole day. It was just end May or early June. This picture-perfect afternoon we shared.
What was the name of that ice cream place out there we loved?
Alamo.
That was it. Alamo. And they had that homemade hot fudge.
Drive the winding country road, grab a scoop hat, Alamo, and then we're there.
We'd sit
sit in that meadow with all the sycamores, and you and your brother would look for four-leaf clovers.
An open field that's framed with trees, we pick a spot and shoot the breeze like buddies do. Quoting songs by our favorite bands, telling jokes no one understands except us two. And we talk and take in view. All we see is sky for forever. We'll let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day.
I completely forgot about that place.
Well, I guess Connor didn't. Did he?
We walk a while and talk about the things we'll do when we get out of school. Bike the Appalachian Trail, or write a book, or learn to sail. Wouldn't that be cool? There's nothing that we can't discuss, like girls we wish would notice us, but never do. He looks around and says to me, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And I say, me too. And we talk and take in view. We just talk and take in view. All we see is sky for forever. We'll let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way, this way. All we see is light for forever, 'cause the sun shines bright for forever. Life will be alright for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. There he goes, racing toward the tallest tree. From far across a yellow field, I hear him calling, follow me. There we go, wondering how the world might look from up so high. One foot after the other, one bridge then to another. I climb higher and higher, I climb till the entire sun shines on my face. And I suddenly feel the branch give way. I'm on the ground, my arm goes numb. I look around and I see him come get me. He's come to get me. And everything's okay. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. But leave you and I for forever this way, this way. All we see is light, 'cause the sun burns bright. We could be alright for forever this way. Two friends, true friends, on a perfect
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
His parents think you were lovers. You realize that, right? You were best friends, but he wouldn't let you talk to him in school, and then when you did, he kicked your ass. That's like the exact formula for secret gay high school lovers.
Oh my god!
This is what I told you. What did I tell you? You just nod and confirm.
I tried to, you don't understand. I got nervous and I started talking, and then once I started,
You just couldn't stop.
They didn't want me to stop.
So what else did you completely fuck up?
Nothing, seriously. I mean, I told him we wrote emails.
Emails.
Yeah, I told him Connor, just have this secret email account.
Oh, right. One of those secret email accounts. Sure. For sending pictures of your penises to each other.
Yeah, so I told him he had a secret account, he would send emails to each other.
I mean, honestly, could you be any worse at this?
They're gonna want to see our emails.
You think?
What am I gonna do?
I can do emails.
Oh.
It's easy. You make up an account, backdate the emails. There's a reason why I was the only counselor at camp with keycard access to the computer cluster this summer. I have skills, son.
You would do that?
For $2,000.
$2,000?
500?
I can give you 20.
Fine, but you're a dick.
Thank you. I have some very exciting news. Look what I found online today. College scholarship essay contest. Have you heard of these?
I think so.
I heard a whole thing about it on the radio this morning. There are a million different ones we can do. A million different topics. I spent my whole lunch break looking these up. The John F. Kennedy Profiling Courage Scholarship, $3,000, college of your choice. Henry David Thoreau Society, $5,000.
Wow.
College is going to be really great for you, honey. You know, how many times in life do you get the chance to just start over?
No, I know.
You've got so much, so many wonderful things ahead of you. High school isn't always, please. The only people that like high school are cheerleaders and football players. And those people all end up miserable anyway. Yeah, you're gonna find yourself in college. I really think so. I mean, I wish I could go with you. I just thought these were, seemed like a neat idea.
It is, for sure.
You have always been a wonderful writer, and we're gonna need all the help we can get for college. Unless your stepmother has a trust fund for you I didn't know about, and all those fabulous tips she made cocktail waitressing. Hey, I got an email from your school today about a boy who killed himself, Connor Murphy. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't really know him.
No, if you ever want to talk about anything, I realize that lately it must feel like I'm always working or I'm in class.
It's
Well,
fine.
I'm here. And if I'm not here, I'm a phone call away, or text, email, whatever.
Thanks.
It says Connor.
Oh, yeah, no.
You said you didn't
No,
know
I
him.
didn't. It's a different Connor.
Oh my God. Oh, I was so worried.
No, I'm sure.
Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, you know what? How about I bag my shift next Tuesday? When was the last time we did Taco Tuesday, huh?
You don't have to.
No, you've been back at school a week already and I've barely seen you. Hey, maybe we can start brainstorming those essay questions together.
That would be great.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm excited now. Something to look forward to, huh?
Me too.
Well, are you okay on refills?
Yes.
Yeah, and don't stay up too late.
I won't.
I love you.
I love you too.
Dear Evan Hansen, we've been way too out of touch. Things have been crazy and it sucks that we don't talk that much. And I should tell you that I think of you each night. I rub my nipples and start moaning with delight.
Why would you write that?
I'm just trying to tell the truth.
Seriously.
Okay, you need to calm yourself.
This needs to be perfect. These emails have to prove that we were actually friends. They have to be completely realistic.
Hey, there was something unrealistic about the love one man feels for another.
Let's go back.
In fact, someone said there's something quite
Let's
beautiful.
go back, Jared.
I gotta tell ya, life without you has been hard, has been bad, has been rough,
Kinky.
and I miss talking about life and other stuff.
Very specific.
Shut up.
I like my parents,
Who says that?
I love my parents, but each day's another fight. If I stop smoking drugs, then everything might be alright.
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it.
didn't sound like Connor.
I wish I was like a good friend that was trying to help him, you know?
Oh my god.
If I stop smoking crack, if I stop smoking pot, then everything might be alright. I'll take your advice, I'll try to be more nice. I'll turn it around, wait and see. 'Cause all it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely.
Are we done yet?
Can't you show them one email?
Okay, please stop hyperventilating.
Stop hyperventilating.
You're having considerable trouble
Not
breathing.
having any trouble
Do you
breathing.
need a paper bag?
I'm not hyperventilating! Dear Connor Murphy, yes, I also miss our talks. Stop doing drugs, just try to take deep breaths and go on walks.
No.
Sending pictures of the most amazing trees.
No.
You'll be obsessed with all my forest expertise.
Absolutely not.
We're not proud of you, just keep pushing through. You're turning around, I can see. Just wait and see. 'Cause all it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be where you wanna be. Sincerely, my sister's hot. What the hell?
Bye bye.
Hansen, thanks for every note you sent.
Connor Murphy, I'm just glad to be your friend. Our friendship goes beyond your average kind of fun, but not because we're gay.
No, not because we're gay. We're close, but not that way. The only man that I love is my dad. Well, anyway, I'm getting better every day. Getting better every day. Hey, 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 hey! 'Cause all it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely, miss you dearly. Sincerely, sincerely.
These were just some of the emails I found. I mean, I can print out more. I have a lot more. Connor and I email all the time.
It's difficult to read these. It doesn't sound like Connor.
Oh, I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have.
No, I just... Gosh, I don't remember the last time I heard him laugh. But you two, you would...
Yeah, we laughed all the time.
There are more of these? More emails?
More? Yeah, there are a lot more.
We would love to see them. We would love to see everything, wouldn't we?
Why are you here?
Oh, Zoe, wait until you see what Evan brought us. Emails from your brother.
How was your first day back?
Terrific. All of a sudden, everyone wants to be my friend. I'm the dead kid's sister, didn't you know?
I'm sure they mean well.
I should probably go.
You're not staying for dinner?
Oh, I hadn't planned on it.
Then we can do another night. I can cook something for you.
Oh, you don't have to.
It would be my pleasure. We would love to have you.
Why don't I show you out?
Oh, thanks.
So, how was band today? I bet they're happy to have you back, huh? You really don't have to do this, okay?
Do what?
Just because Connor isn't here trying to punch through my door, screaming at the top of his lungs that he's gonna kill me for no reason, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden we're the fucking Brady Bunch.
We are all grieving in our own way. I know how much you miss your brother. We all do. You can Read these when you're ready.
Why should I play this game of pretend? Remembering through a secondhand sorrow, such a great sigh and wonderful friend. Oh, don't the tears just pour? I could curl up and hide in my room, there in my bed, still sobbing tomorrow. I could give in to all of the gloom, but tell me what for? Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I start to break in pieces? Why should I go and fall apart for you? Why should I play the grieving girl and lie, saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark without your light? I will sing a requiem tonight.
I'm going to bed.
Come, sit with me.
Cynthia,
Oh, you can't stand to be in this room for 5 minutes, can you?
I'm exhausted.
You know, Harry, at some point you're going to
Not
have to...
tonight. Just please.
Just read this.
I'll leave the light on for you. I gave you the world, you threw it away, leaving these broken pieces behind you. Everything wasted, nothing to say, so I can sing no requiem.
I hear your voice and feel you lonely. Within these words I finally find you. And now that I know that you are still here, I will sing no requiem tonight. Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I say I'll keep you with me? Why should I go and fall apart for you? Why should I play the grieving girl and lie, saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark without your light? I will sing your requiem tonight, 'cause when the villains fall, the kingdoms never weep. No one lights a candle to remember. No one mourns that all they lay them down to sleep. So don't tell me that I didn't have it right. Don't tell me that it wasn't black and white. After all you put me through, don't say it wasn't true. That you were not the monster that I knew. 'Cause I cannot play the grieving girl and lie, saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark.
I will sing no requiem
telling everyone about you and Connor, how close you guys were, how you were like best friends.
Oh,
Everyone is talking about how brave you've been this week.
they are.
I mean, anyone else in your position would be falling apart. Dana P was crying so hard at lunch yesterday, she pulled a muscle in her face. She had to go to the hospital.
Isn't Dana P new this year? She didn't even know Connor.
Well, that's why she was crying, because now she'll never get the chance. Connor is really bringing the school together. It's pretty incredible. People I've never talked to before, they want to talk to me now because they know how much Connor meant to me. It's very inspiring. I actually started a blog about him, sort of like a memorial page.
Were you friends with Connor too?
Acquaintances, but close acquaintances. Can I tell you something? I think part of me always knew that you guys were friends. You did a good job of hiding it, but well, I don't know. I could just tell.
Are you talking to on
Oh,
computer?
just Jared. It was Jared.
It seems like you and Jared are spending more time together. I always said he is a great friend for you.
Yeah, really great.
I am proud of you, putting yourself out there.
Thanks.
Well, I'm leaving, but I left money on the table. Order anything you want,
I
okay?
thought we were doing tacos tonight. Looking at.
Tuesday? Oh my god. Oh, honey, I completely forgot. Shit.
That's okay.
Oh, well, you know what? You should go ahead and take a look at the questions without me, and if you have any ideas, you can email me, and I can write back any ideas that I have. That's better anyway, isn't it? That way you can really take your time.
No, for sure.
We can do tacos another night. We can do tomorrow night. How about
I
tomorrow
can't
night?
tomorrow. I have a
Shit,
busy.
I'm late.
Should go.
No, let's figure this out,
Sorry,
Evan.
I made dinner for myself.
Dinner will be ready in 10 minutes, Evan. I hope you're hungry. Why are you in my brother's room?
I was just
Don't
waiting
your
for
parents
him.
get upset that you're here all the time?
Well, it's not like I'm not here all the time.
Just 2 nights in a row.
Oh, well, it's just my mom, and she works most nights, or she's in class.
Class for what?
Legal stuff.
Where's your dad?
And my dad is, he lives in Colorado. He left when I was 7. So he doesn't really mind either. Your parents, they're really great.
They can't stand each other. They fight all the time.
Everyone's parents fight.
My dad's like in total denial. He didn't even cry at the funeral.
Your mom was saying gluten-free lasagna for dinner. That sounds really...
Inedible.
You're lucky your mom cooks. My mom and I just order pizza most nights.
You're lucky you're allowed to eat pizza.
You're not allowed to eat pizza?
Oh, we can now, I guess. My mom was Buddhist last year, so we weren't allowed to eat animal products.
She was Buddhist last year, but not this year.
Yeah, that's sort of what she does. She gets into different things. For a while it was yoga, then it was acupuncture, then Buddhism. Now it's free-range, farm-to-table, whatever.
It's cool that she's interested in so much different stuff.
Oh, she's not. That's just what happens when you're rich and you don't have a job, you get crazy.
Well, my mom always says it's better to be rich than poor.
Well, your mom's probably never been rich then.
You've probably never been poor. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize you're actually capable of saying something that wasn't nice.
No, I'm not. I never say things about us. I don't even think things like that. I'm really sorry.
I was impressed. You're ruining it.
I'm sorry.
You really don't have to keep saying that.
Okay.
You want to say it again, don't you?
Very much so, yes.
You're weird.
I know.
Why did he say that in his note? Because there's Zoe, and all my hope is pinned on Zoe, who I don't even know and who doesn't know me. Why would he write that? What does that even mean?
Oh, well, maybe. I guess I'm not sure if this is definitely it, but he always thought that maybe you guys were closer.
We weren't close at all.
No, exactly. And so he always used to say that he wished that he was. He wanted to be.
So you and Connor, you guys would talk about me?
Well, sometimes. I mean, if he brought it up, I never brought it up. Obviously, why would I? He brought it up. He thought you were awesome.
He thought I was awesome. My brother.
Definitely.
How?
Well, Like whenever you have a solo in jazz band, you close your eyes and you get this, you probably don't even know that you're doing this, you get this half smile, like you just heard the funniest thing in the world, but it's a secret and you can't tell anyone. But then the way you smile, it's sort of like you're letting us in on the secret too. Oh, he said, there's nothing like your smile, sort of subtle and perfect and he said, you never knew how wonderful that smile can make someone feel. And he knew whenever you get bored, you scribble stars on the cuffs of your jeans. And he noticed that you still fill out the quizzes that they put in those teen magazines. But he kept it all inside his head. What he saw, he left unsaid. And though he wanted to, he couldn't talk to you. He couldn't find a way. But he would always say, if I could tell her everything I see, if I could tell her how she's everything to me, but we're a million worlds apart, and I don't know how I would even start if I could tell her, if I could tell her.
First time he ever said anything nice about me, it was in his note. A note he wrote to you. He couldn't even say it to me.
He wanted to, he couldn't.
Did he say anything else?
About you?
Never mind.
No, just he said so many things about you. I'm trying to remember the best ones. He thought you looked really pretty, or it looked pretty cool when you put indigo streaks in your hair.
He did?
And he wondered how you learned to dance like all the rest of the world's there. But he kept it all inside his head. What he saw, he left unsaid. If I could tell her everything I see. If I could tell her how she's everything to me, but we're a million worlds apart, and I don't know how I would even start if I could tell her. If I could tell her for what you do, when there's this great divide.
So far away.
And what you do when this insists to why? And how do you say you?
Tell them to eat without me.
You what?
I didn't mean to, it just happened.
I can't believe you tried to kiss Zoe Murphy on her brother's bed after he died. Hey, asshole, aren't you gonna say anything?
Is that a button with Connor's face on it?
I'm selling them for a nominal fee at lunch tomorrow.
You're making money off of this?
I'm not the only one. Have you seen the wristbands with Connor's initials on them that Sabrina Patel started selling during the free period? Or the t-shirts my Holtz's mom made?
What am I going to do about Zoe?
Are you kidding? After last night, you can never walk into that house again. Besides, this whole Connor thing, in a few days we play it out anyway.
But you just said about the t-shirts and the wristbands.
Exactly, we're at the peak. Which is why I need to move these buttons before the bottom drops out of the Connor memorabilia market. Because pretty soon there'll be some third world tsunami to raise money for, and... well, Connor will just be that dead kid whose name no one remembers.
That's terrible.
Hey, at least it was fun while it lasted. You got to spend some quality time with your fake family, snuggle with Zoe Murphy.
That's not what I was doing. I was trying to help them. I just wanted to help them.
Regardless, bro, it's over. A week from now, everybody will have already forgotten about Connor. You'll see.
Everybody has forgotten about Connor. A week ago, the whole school was wearing those wristbands and the buttons with his face on them. People were talking to each other who never talked to each other before, and now it's all gone. Completely. You were his best friend. You can't let this happen.
Well, I know, but...
maybe you could ask Zoe to do something. Maybe you guys could do something together.
Zoe?
Yeah, she's the perfect person to help get people interested again. You guys could write something for the blog.
It's just... I don't know if that's the best way for us to get people to remember him.
Well, I can guarantee you, if you don't do something, no one will remember him. Is that what you want?
But I'm just... what am I supposed to do?
Why didn't you talk to Zoe?
I can't talk to Zoe. I already ruined everything with Zoe.
Says who, Jared? Why are you even talking to Jared about this?
Who else am I supposed to talk to?
Talk to me. Unless you have other options.
I don't know what to do.
Look, Zoe, my parents, they need you. I mean, you're the only person who can make sure everybody doesn't just forget me. Oh, right, they already did.
After 2 whole weeks.
Yeah, once they've forgotten about me, what do you think happens to you? I mean, nobody cares about people like us.
People like us.
Connor Murphy, the kid who threw a printer at Mrs. G in 2nd grade? Or Evan Hansen, the kid who stood outside a jazz band concert trying to talk to Zoe Murphy, but his hands were too sweaty. You know? People like that. Look, guys like you and me, we're just the losers who keep waiting to be seen. Right? I mean, no one seems to care or stops to notice that we're there, so we get lost in the in-between. But if you can somehow keep them thinking of me and make me more than an abandoned memory, well, that means we matter too. It means someone will see that you are there. No one deserves to be forgotten. No one deserves to fade away. No one should come and go and have no one know he was ever even here. No one deserves to disappear. To disappear. It's true, even if you've always been that barely in the background kind of guy, you still matter. Even if you're somebody who can't escape the feeling that the world's passed you by, you still matter. You never get around to doing some remarkable thing. That doesn't mean that you're not worth remembering. The people who need to know, they need to know. So you need to show that no one deserves to be forgotten. No one deserves to be forgotten. No one deserves to fade away, fade away. No one should flicker out or have any doubt that it matters that they are here. No one deserves to disappear. Disappear. When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, all you want is for somebody to find you. Falling in the forest and waiting in the ground, all you need is for somebody to find you.
I'm calling it the Connor Project.
The Connor
A
Project.
student group dedicated to keeping Connor's memory alive, to showing that everybody should matter. Everybody's important.
I am so honored. I would love to be vice president of the Connor Project.
Vice President?
You're right. You should be co-president.
Yeah, no, for sure that works for me.
You could be treasurer or secretary. Unfortunately, the co-president position has already been filled.
Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna have to order new buttons. I actually think I could squeeze the words Connor Project onto the old ones. I mean, depending on the font size.
Do you actually think we should do this?
Are you kidding, Evan? We have to do this. Not just for Connor, for everyone.
Because no one deserves to be forgotten.
No one deserves to fade away.
We're calling it the Connor Project.
The Connor Project.
Imagine a major online presence
With links to educational materials.
A massive fundraising drive
to help people like Connor.
And for the kickoff event, an all-school memorial assembly next week. Students, teachers, whoever wants to, they can get up and talk about Connor. Talk about his legacy. I don't know what to say.
Well, I didn't realize Connor meant this much to people.
Oh my god, he was one of my closest acquaintances. We were lab partners in chemistry and we presented together on Huck Finn in 10th grade. He was so funny. He kept calling it, well, instead of Huck Finn, nobody else in our class thought of that.
Assembly. I was thinking maybe the jazz band could do something.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, great idea, Evan.
Thank you, Jared.
No sweat.
Oh, Evan, this is wonderful. No one deserves to be forgotten.
No one deserves to fade away.
No one deserves to disappear.
No one deserves to disappear.
No one shares the ground or have any doubt that matters that they are here. No one deserves to disappear.
For tomorrow. For the assembly.
Oh,
When Connor started 7th grade, all my girlfriends said, here comes bar mitzvah season. He's going to have a different party every Saturday. I took him to get a suit, some shirts, a tie. He didn't get invited to a single one. I thought you could wear this tomorrow for your speech.
wait, what?
Well, Alana said that anyone who wanted to would have the chance to say something tomorrow. I think we all assumed you'd be the first to sign up.
Oh, well, I don't, the thing is just I don't really do very well with, public speaking. I'm not very good at it. You wouldn't want me to, trust me.
Of course I would want you to. I am sure the whole school wants to hear from you. I know Larry and I do. And Zoe. Think about it.
just like to say a few words to you today about my best friend, Connor Murphy. I'd like to tell you about the day that we went to the old Autumn Smile apple orchard. Connor and I, we stood under an oak tree, and Connor said he wondered what the world would look like from all the way up there. So we decided to find out. We started climbing, slowly, one branch at a time. When I finally looked back, we're already 30 feet off the ground. Connor just looked at me and smiled that way he always did. And then I fell. I just lay there on the ground, and then good morning, students and faculty. I'm sorry. No. When I looked up, Connor was there. That was the gift he gave me. He showed me that I wasn't alone. He showed me that I matter. Everyone does. That was the gift he gave all of us. I just wish we could have given that to him. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And someone will come running, and I know will take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
Have you seen this? Someone put a video of your speech online.
My speech?
People started sharing it, I guess, and now, Connor
Your
is
speech
everywhere.
is everywhere. This morning, the Connor Project page only had 56 people following it.
How many does it have now?
4,500.
16,239.
I don't understand. What happened?
You did it. There's a place where we don't have to feel alone.
Oh my god, everybody needs to see this.
Every time that you call out, I can't stop watching this video.
17 years old.
If you only say the word,
Take 5 minutes.
This will make you dead.
from across the silence, your voice
people you love. Repost.
The world needs to hear this.
A beautiful thing.
Favorite, I know someone who really needed to hear this today. So thank you, Evan Hansen, for doing what you're doing. I never met you, Connor, but coming on here, reading everyone's posts, it's so easy to feel alone, but Evan is exactly right. We're not alone. None of us. We're not alone. None of us. None of us. None of us are alone. Oh, but especially now, with everything you hear in your new life. Repost.